So what winning looks like then is doing the most important things first, knowing the difference between an urgent and important to move our business forward, also moving the mission forward. We always want to be looking at those things, accomplishing our goals that are on our 1, 3, 5, keeping the life in perspective, also relationships, as Jana mentioned, and then also things revolving around our health. Now, the way we do this is we always start the night before, and we want to visualize what do you want to accomplish. And this is something where the night before you just do a brain dump. You get a Sharpie, and you get a piece of paper, and you write down everything that you want to get done tomorrow. Okay. And it doesn't matter what order it is. It could be, I need to take the car by the repair shop. Okay. I need to go buy this book for my daughter for school. Whatever those things are, it goes on that list. Okay. Then after you get that list, you've done that brain dump. Then you're going to refer to your 1, 3, 5. You're also going to look at your net worth tracker to see where you are on goals for those. And then also make certain that you put down time, spend time with someone that you care about too, and that's your family. Because we don't want to lose sight of those relationships. If you don't have those relationships at home, it's almost impossible to do your business that you want to, because you're always going to feel like you're lacking something. But once you get that list together and put it down, then you can actually start to do the next step. I'm sorry, I've got the hiccups today, guys, and I don't know why. So I apologize about the distraction on that. But you want to see your calendar and see what your calendar has on it. Okay. Now, Ben always talks about making a rule of getting 50% of whatever is on your calendar, either cancel it, reschedule it, or tell someone it's going to be delayed. What that's going to do is it's going to give you time to actually do the things on your list, because once you come up with a list, this is not a task list. This is a priority list. But you need to clear off space on your calendar so you can start putting your priorities on there. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. Now, one of the things when we do look at the calendar, we don't want to remove things that's just to avoid business. Like, you know what, today I'm really going to concentrate on my relationships, so I'm not going to lead generate today. We still want to have that on there because that's one of those high important things that we want to do every day. Or today's a real health day and I'm going to take a run, so I won't have a chance to actually do the door knocking that I wanted to. All right. But this, remember, when we do this and we're looking at our calendar, it's not about how much you can cram into your calendar. The secret to success is saying no to things more than what you say yes to. When you say no to something, it gives you the opportunity and the time where you can say yes to a huge opportunity for you. And if it's something where you got something that isn't as important, where you don't have time to go get that appointment for that listing because you got something else, then those are going to cost you. So again, always remember that. Now, your next thing is prioritizing the list. Once you make your list, and remember, this is a priority list, not a task list, okay? You're going to take a look and say, what is most important? And on my list right here is call recruits, but not just call the recruits, but have at least one good call. If I can do that, then I can bring more people into our world and it stimulates everybody else around it. So that's one of the biggest things I've got on my list. The next one is get an appointment for a listing. So those are the two most important things. So I need to make certain I look at my calendar, pardon me, I've allocated time for that. Now I've also got to take my car to the repair shop. Well, that needs done because my check engine light's on, but I need to also schedule that with in between those things where I still can get those other things done that are important. And when you look at those, sometimes you may not get past the first couple items because you're looking at one that says, I need to call recruits and have at least one good conversation. And if I call 10 people and I still don't have that one good conversation, should I stop or should I keep calling? What do you guys think? Or if I need to get an appointment for a listing, Should I stop after an hour, if I don't get a listing appointment, or should I keep going and call them FSBOs or old expireds? Well, of course we keep going then. So again, always remember, it's more important to make certain we get those most important things done than actually we get a number of things done. And don't do like numbers 2 through 20 if you haven't done number 1 yet. You always want to do the first things first. Okay. Spend time on what is a priority. Okay. And then when you look at your calendars, your priorities should show up on your calendars, and it should reflect what your priorities are. And you're going to see that your business is going to move forward because those are the things you focus on. When you focus on your 20%, it's going to net your 80% results. Now, the next part is you're going to have to plan rituals too. And these are 10 to 15 minutes throughout the day. And what they are is things to implement in your life where you have energy to accomplish your priorities. Now, those kind of things are going to be exercise, read the Bible, prayer, meditate, snacks, reading, hydration, or listening to something. It could be a book on tape. It could be a podcast. Okay. Now, you want to put those in, and we're going to talk about how you work those rituals in to your daily plan in just a second. But at night, you have to remember that you need to schedule those too, because you need to bring those. If you don't bring healthy snacks, what's going to happen? You're not going to have healthy snacks. You're going to go down to the vending machine and get the Reese's cup. And again, that's going to throw you off as far as what your plan was. Or if you don't bring your lunch, you're going to end up going to McDonald's or something because it's going to be quick and you just want to get it done. So again, plan ahead as far as what those rituals are going to be. And the same type of thing with reading or listening to something, have those things already with you so that you can just go ahead and do those things. Now, to set up those time blocks, set them up on alarms and on your phones. Whenever you put something on the calendar, do you guys set it up on your Google Calendar where you get warned 15 or 20 minutes before that it's coming up? Who uses that function? Yep. Anybody else? It's a great way to do it. And then on your rituals, you also want to do the same thing. You want to actually schedule, hey, I need to take a break now. We have found through lots of research that people can only work about 45 minutes to an hour without seeing a downward turn in your production. And you can think, well, I'm going to sit there and lead generate for 12 hours. Well, it's when we do our 1,000 dial day, what does your enthusiasm, your conversation levels and stuff happen after getting down to call number 800, 900? I mean, we're not as sharp as what we were if we're not taking those breaks to recharge yourself, hydrate, walk around, and kind of get resettled. Because our bodies just aren't made to just do a task, do a task, do a task, do a task, and not take a break from it. We have to get up, recharge our mind, even if it's play a little game, walk around, go get a drink of water, grab our healthy snack out, eat it, whatever those things are, we need to break that up though. And the other is, we do not have time for these if you don't have time for those, you're not going to show up at 100%. And I would much rather you guys show up 100% for 2 of the tasks and get those done 100% than you show up at 6 tasks at 80%. Because what's going to happen with that? People are going to know you're not giving it their all. And they deserve for you to give it their all. And don't you want to give it your all when you're with them? So again, make certain that you do hydrate, you do take your snacks, you do meditate, you do those kind of breaks throughout the day. It'll make a huge difference as far as how you're being perceived with others, and also how well you accomplish those tasks. And then the last thing we do, okay, is at the end of that, we've gone through, we've made our list, we've checked our calendar, crossed a bunch of things off on it. Then we prioritized our list, making it a priority list rather than a task list. We put it on the calendar. We planned out our snacks, our hydrations, our lunch. Now we make a mental commitment that we're going to actually accomplish those things that we said. David Goggins, who's read the book Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins? Anybody? He's a Navy SEAL, and he had to lose 70 pounds before he could join. And he realized that he could not lose 70 pounds overnight. So what he would do is he would get a little Post-it note and he would put it up on his mirror to lose 1 pound. So if he was at 289 pounds, he would say 288. Once he made that, he would take it down and he put up another Post-it note. And he would do that every day because he knew that he could lose 1 pound and he would see growth in that and make that mental commitment each day to lose 1 pound rather than trying to lose it all at once. And there were some days he did, and there's other days he didn't. And you have to be able to say, you know what, I didn't do what I need to do, but I was still much better off than what I was before. So let me go back, re-implement it again tomorrow, and start over. And by doing that, you're going to accomplish your daily plan, but you need to make that mental commitment that I'm going to follow through on this plan to make it work so that I can achieve the results that I want. Now, when you do this, first off, you're going to be able to sleep better that night because you know you've got everything in place as far as what's going on with it. And you won't get stressed out that you've got so much to do. But the other part is I want to have you ask yourself, did you get more done by following this winning the day plan than before when you did not? So those are the things that I want to talk to you about. Now, if you want an expanded version of this, go to YouTube. I put the link in here, but you can also just search on YouTube winning the day and type in Ben Kinney, and he, Chad Hunt, and Bob Stewart all talk about these same subjects, and they go into much more depth. I just wanted to bring some value today where you guys start to use this plan because we are 1 month after our half-year mark where we said, all right, we're going to sit there and put the pedal to the metal and we're going to run to make our goals by the end of the year. And how are we going to do that? And we made that commitment last month. So we want to say, all right, let's get back on it. And this is a way to do that. So I'm going to open it up for comments. What do you guys think about winning the day? And who has implemented something similar to it before?
Hi. We have a daily log at Charlotte's team. I don't know if everybody else does that. It's a daily log, and you have to log in it every day, and it just tells you know how many people did I talk with today, how many phone calls did I make, how many, or you can do the day before and say tomorrow I'm gonna do this, and then you can match it up and see if you met your daily goals.
Very good. You use a tracker program then, essentially is what it is.
Appointments, what we talk to, everything, listings, buyers.
No, that's great. Gives you great perspective. And also with the home team doing it, it gives you team accountability too.
Yes, yes.
All right. And that's why you feel like a family. Everybody's going through the same thing. All right. Who else? Anybody else got anything to add, or anybody got something similar to that? Okay, let's get 2 gratitudes and we'll sign it off. Give me 2 things we're grateful for today. Who wants to go first?
I'll do one. I am sorry I had to get off for a second, but I'm thankful. I'm just going to try teaching a class this morning to some new agents, so just try to kind of engage in that way. So hopefully that's just a growth thing for me, and just thankful to go in the office. So
Yep. Teach and Ignite today at the Market Center. Great job. Thank you for that. Okay, one more.
I'll go again if nobody wants to chat this morning, you guys. Mine's a weird grateful. You know, I always think I am grateful for our clients and the people that let us list their homes and stuff, because without them, we couldn't do it, right? So I'm very, very grateful for those people that open up their arms and let us have their houses and they trust us.
Very good. Now, do you read books, Jody?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Have you ever read the book, Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins? Okay. You participated, so I'm going to be sending you that book. I'll send it to Charlotte's office. Okay. Because I want you guys all to participate when you get on these calls. What that does is you participate here like you will out there. You're going to hear this when you go to Bold. So you want to be the person that's volunteering information, that's stepping forward, because you guys are all leaders. Being part of Place, that's what that means, is we have a leaders only mentality. So Jody, look for that book coming to you. It'll be over at Charlotte's office there. Okay.
Thanks. I'm so excited. I love to read.
Very good. All right, guys, I will let you go. Thank you again for being on the call today, and I will see you later. Bye. Kat, you want to get on there, the link? All right, thanks.